I take my life seriously by not taking it too seriously. I wish I could say that embodying this quote comes easily to me. I wish I was this carefree, but I'm not. Lucky for me, I'm sure as hell not a super serious person either, but I get stuck in my head more often than I think I should. Deep down, I'd say I have a pretty good awareness of what actually matters in life and what doesn't. That's a pretty good foundation I try to remind myself of and base important decisions on. The tricky part for me, however, is dealing with external noises, both implicit and explicit, that tell me that I should work more, work harder, put my personal life on the back burner, and ignore my growing dissatisfaction. It's just adulthood after all, and I need to come to terms with it. I'm sorry, but I refuse to accept that. Call me naive, but I don't think we're meant to burn ourselves into the ground to live a fulfilled life. To me, that sounds entirely paradoxical. Chasing goals you've set your heart on, personal or professional, is one thing. Blindly rushing from one obligation to the next is another. Sure, life is not all rainbows and unicorns, even in the most privileged parts of the Western world, but why do we make it harder than it has to be? And that's a rhetorical question, of course. We are conditioned to invest insane amounts of money, time, and energy into things that ultimately drain us, which makes questioning our why even more crucial. And I don't mean to bash traditional career paths, the corporate world, or 9-to-5s altogether. I know some people thrive on the feeling, illusion of stability they'll bring, but I doubt that even those who are overall content with their jobs go about it without any unnecessary stress and anxiety over things that, at the end of the day, don't make that much of a difference. If you work in the medical field or are directly responsible for lives in any other way, shape, or form, your mistakes, depending on the situation, can end in tragedy. And I bow before you for carrying the weight of that knowledge and doing your absolute best to prevent said mistakes. But if you don't, you have to become really creative to screw up in a way that matters for more than just a few days, especially in corporate. That doesn't mean your work doesn't hold any value, just that there are more important things to worry about. If you miss a deadline, no one gets hurt. If you make a mistake in an invoice, nothing terrible is going to happen. If you send out an email to 50 people and forget to attach the document this email was all about and then go on vacation without noticing, no one's going to die. Yeah, this is not fiction. And I'm not saying make mistakes on purpose or don't put in an effort. But also, let's not act like we're saving lives when we're really saving PDFs. Unfortunately, though, holding this awareness at the front of your mind doesn't save you from being treated like the amount of overtime you take on still isn't enough, or that you're neglecting your responsibilities when you simply have too much on your plate. I wish I had the universal answer to this problem. I wish I could just naively tell anyone who wants to hear it to quit your job and do what makes you happy. But it's not that simple for most of us. We have groceries to buy, bills to pay, money to save, maybe debts to pay off. And if we're lucky to do all of these without feeling like drowning, we might want to spend some of our income on ourselves, our wants, not just our needs. So all I can say with a clear conscience for the time being is, please know that you're so much more than your job. No matter if you've been following a clear career path since day one, or your resume looks like a riddle to be solved. No matter if you just quit your job, got fired, got promoted, are taking time off from work, or have never hustled harder. It's sad that it almost sounds utopian, but I hope you do something every day that lights you up. And maybe, just maybe, you'll find or create a job that fills more than just your bank account, even if it's not your quote-unquote dream job.